Welcome to my first Lemon or Lime Reacts video. In Lemon or Lime Reacts videos, I'm going to be reacting to an article, video, podcast, etc., and tell you what I think about it. Today, I'm going to react to an article that was published a few months ago on yahoo.com. So I get really excited when news organizations report on ticks and tick-borne diseases because it helps spread awareness, which is a wonderful thing. But the problem is, these articles aren't always accurate. Now, this is nothing against Yahoo News or this journalist, Brian Lada? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Most likely, this journalist was just given an assignment like, hey, it's summer. Maybe we should do an article about ticks. If you are not knee-deep in the tick-borne disease world, it is very difficult to discern online what is current, accurate information versus what is misinformation. But that is what I'm here for. So let's take a look.
Lemon or Lime Reacts.
Ticks can be found across the United States, but several species thrive in the warm and humid climates of the central and eastern parts of the country from spring through fall. Okay, yes, ticks can be found across the United States, but there's no mention here of the West Coast, and there are a lot of different tick species that can be found from the Midwest to the West Coast. The part that says they thrive in the warm and humid climates, that's only true for some ticks. Different species of ticks thrive in different climates. The part that says spring through fall is not completely accurate. As long as the temperature is above freezing, you can bet that ticks will be out and active. It doesn't matter if it's the middle of January. If it's above freezing, be aware that ticks are out and about. Early symptoms of Lyme disease are going to look a lot like the flu. So there will be things like fever, fatigue, headaches, and muscle aches. Yes, it is true that the first signs of Lyme disease can present like the flu. This is one of the many reasons why Lyme disease is so difficult to recognize in the acute stage. Everyone just thinks they have the flu. Okay, here's my favorite part. A bullseye-shaped rash may also appear on the skin around a tick bite, but not always. Thank you, journalist Brian Lada. This is a really important fact we have to get into people's heads. A bullseye rash does not always occur, and the absence of a rash does not indicate absence of a tick bite or tick-borne disease. In 2023, the CDC documented over 89,000 new cases of Lyme disease. Okay, the problem with this figure, 89,000 new cases, is that these are just the documented cases, okay? We know for a fact that 500,000 to 1 million people every year in the United States alone are getting infected with a tick-borne disease like Lyme disease. Why I think this figure is so low is because traditional Western medicine doctors, the practitioners who would be reporting their Lyme disease numbers to the CDC, are usually not the ones making a tick-borne disease diagnosis. The reason for this is Western medicine doctors don't know much about tick-borne diseases, if anything. They haven't had any training in tick-borne diseases, and they don't even know what they're looking for. This is why millions of people every year are going undiagnosed, and it takes them years to get a proper diagnosis. I was one of those people. Ticks can also transmit Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Colorado tick fever, tularemia, and anaplasmosis, as well as other ailments. Ticks can transmit a lot more than that. There is a long list of diseases that ticks carry. Now, I do have a problem with the word ailments here. Ailments sounds more like an inconvenience, like a cold, as opposed to a serious disease. Understand that many tick-borne diseases are life-altering. Some are life-threatening, and they should all be taken seriously. There is also evidence that a bite from a Lone Star tick can trigger alpha-gal syndrome, which causes an allergy to red meat. there's not just evidence. This is a fact. This is happening in real time. Technically, alpha-gal syndrome is not a red meat allergy. It is a mammalian meat and product allergy. Alpha-gal is a sugar molecule that's found in mammalian meat and in products containing mammalian ingredients. Pharmaceuticals, supplements, gelatin, soap, lotion. There's a lot of products we use every day that have mammalian ingredients in them. So, if a person gets infected with alpha-gal syndrome, they can start having allergic reactions to all these different things containing alpha-gal in it, not just the meat they consume. It's also important to mention that unlike a typical food allergy, alpha-gal syndrome reactions may occur hours and hours after the exposure to the alpha-gal. So keep in mind that the allergic reaction is oftentimes delayed. Experts recommend wearing long sleeves and pants tucked into socks. I'd also like to add here, it's best if you wear white or light colors, which will make it easier to see if a tick is, crawling on you. When spending time in areas where ticks live, such as in the woods or around tall grass. Okay, I have to scream this from the hilltops. Ticks are not just in the woods, and they are not just in tall grass. Ticks are in your backyard. They're in the landscaping in the front of your house. They're in your vegetable garden. They're in your flower garden. They're at your kids' summer camp. I don't say this to scare. I say this to inform. If there is a presence of animals, and I don't just mean deer, you can bet there are ticks. Ticks, like any other animal, are gonna go where there is food. And what do ticks eat? Blood. They're like little vampires, just not as fun. I'd like to thank Yahoo News for publishing this article. While it wasn't perfect, I truly appreciate your efforts to help spread awareness about ticks and tick-borne diseases. Don't forget to like, follow, and share Lemon or Lyme on YouTube and Instagram. If you have an article, video, or podcast you'd like Lemon or Lyme to react to, let me know down in the comment section.